Hello and welcome to another episode of Invisible Gamer Plays. I'm Tristan.
And I'm Dan.
And we're here playing BioShock 2. Why? Because I picked it. That's why. We switch off and pick.
Choice.
Right. So we're doing New Super Mario Bros. U. That was your choice. We're doing this as my choice. And the reason I did is because I have a random list of games that have big anniversaries coming up. And this game is 5 years old. So,
really?
Yeah, which is kind of weird. It's weird to think that BioShock 2 is 5 years old. Anyway, so we're starting the game. It's a single player game, obviously, so we're gonna switch off every episode. So this first episode I am playing, we're gonna do it on medium. And so you never played the first BioShock.
No, I haven't. So I have no idea what was like kind of going on.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil things. There's gonna be minor spoilers here, I would imagine. But basically, there's a character, he's on a plane, the plane crashes, it's in the middle of the ocean, everyone's dead. You swim to this tower on this little tiny island in the middle of the ocean. You go down, you're in Rapture, which is this weird dystopian place that's been destroyed, and it was supposed to be a utopia that and there's like some like weird communist socialist undertones seen in 1958, but this takes place years after BioShock 1. And
so wait, are you describing what happened
in BioShock 1, right?
Yeah,
and you go down there and it's like, I love this, it's so cool and stylized and stuff, but yeah, in BioShock 1 you go down there and basically these splicers and just kind of this paranoia and kind of strange psyche gripped all these people. And splicers are people that use plasmids, which give you the powers in these games, and became
like the injector thing,
right? And they became addicted to them.
Yeah.
And we're missing some plot here probably, but because they became addicted to it. Basically, Rapture's a bad place. You spend the whole game trying to get out. Little sisters go around and extract, I believe it's called Eve, from dead bodies, which is what kind of makes up the plasmids. And Big Daddies are the protectors in this world. And so BioShock 2 picks up, as you see, you play as a Big Daddy in this game. Whereas the first game you play as a dude from the outside, this game you play as a Big Daddy.
So you play from the other perspective.
Right, and
that's pretty cool.
And there's a splicer or a regular person there, as you can see. And the little sisters need the Eve to survive. That's why she's drinking.
What exactly are little sisters?
They were
pretty much little girls?
Little girls that were genetically
modified.
Right. And I think in this game, or maybe even the first one...
is that what their eyes are like that? Kind of?
Yeah. Maybe in this game, or even the first one, you kind of cleanse little sisters.
Oh yeah, I've seen some gameplay of the first one just a little bit, and I remember like helping the little sisters.
So this is kind of before the entire fall of Rapture, but it's still kind of not good times.
What was kind of going on right there? It was like
they wanted to steal her.
That was like a flashback.
Yeah, this is a flashback right now. And Big Daddies were the guys that built Rapture, I believe. They would be in these, suits and basically go out under the ocean and build Rapture, which is Rapture's under the ocean.
So
if you weren't aware.
Yeah.
And they become
I'm pretty sure everyone knew that about
that basic premise. And that woman there is kind of.
Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine.
I can't remember if she's trying to help the little sisters or if she's the one that made them that way.
Remove your helmet.
So she genetically modified them?
I think she's trying to cleanse them. I can't really remember.
That's confusing.
Oh, you're taking your helmet off, which is weird.
Has Big Daddy ever taken their helmet off?
You never see it.
Are they humans?
Yes, they're dudes. But she's like mind controlling you.
Oh my gosh.
Making you shoot.
It's the golden gun from Boom Mom. Yeah.
Fire.
It's a one-shot kill.
She's scared.
And it's going to be a one-shot kill. He shoots himself in the head.
Yeah, but oh god, BioShock's so good. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, they built up the thing, and I believe, but at the point that Rapture's just totally destroyed, whatever, the Big Daddies are like crazy because they're like bonded to their suits, kind of.
Yeah.
He took his 10 years later. He took his helmet off, but I think the whole suit is like kind of bonded to their body, and
so they're more. It off.
Yeah, they're like more like monsters than they are. Like in those in BioShock games, you never see the Big Daddy humanized except for you play as the Big Daddy in this game.
Yeah.
But like they're like crazy monsters, but they're humans.
They're kind of portrayed to be that way too.
Yeah, and you never see their. It's easy to get, forget that they're. So I don't know how you're still alive 10 years later. I'm sure that's explained in the plot.
You
But
shot yourself in the head, though.
yeah, but it's 10 years later, so
Maybe we'll
Rapture's
find
definitely
out.
done by now. So okay, I'm gonna.
Now we're moving.
This is something I do with every game, and it actually works a lot. It helps us here because we're talking over everything, but turning on the subtitles
On the subtitles, yes.
so we can understand
That
what's
is
going
very
on.
necessary.
Uh,
Especially when there's like noise going on in the house or something.
right.
Yeah.
But basically, I mean, okay. So this is just like a lot of like background information. But the first BioShock was made by Irrational Games, Ken Levine's team, which is unfortunately pretty much gone by now. But BioShock 2 wasn't made by Irrational proper, or even really at all. I'm sure they consulted on it or whatever. But it was made by a 2K studio. I can't. Who published BioShock? I can't remember quite exactly. So it feels a little different than the first BioShock, but I like it a lot. I jokingly say, and I've said it a few times in the Invisible Gamecast, Gabe loves Gabe Gerwin absolutely loves BioShock, and I think I always say BioShock 2 is the best.
I mean, it
BioShock
looks
game.
pretty good, so.
But BioShock 2 is not the best BioShock game, but it is
Yeah.
really, really good.
Do you still have to inject yourself with?
I think you still get plasmids in this
and
game.
stuff?
Yeah. And these are the little things the little sisters crawl through. I just love the aesthetic and atmosphere.
It's really cool how
of
you
this game.
like how do you use that? Do you just like go up to people and drill them?
Yeah, but you see how the little drill fuel right there? And
so you have to use fuel, so it's not just a basic attack. You need like fuel to power your
I think
drill.
you can still kind of do like a weird little.
Can you do like a melee bash or something?
I was gonna say I really love the atmosphere of this game, which we are totally ruining by talking all over it.
Yeah.
But that's just the nature of the game. But yeah, so you find little diaries and stuff, and the story it can be pretty compelling on its own, but it's the side stories and things that kind of illuminate this world that are really awesome. I just did. And there we go.
I heard there's a lot of cool like historical references.
Yeah, right. I was gonna
BioShock
say
games.
there's a lot. There's like some influence from like Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand. I can't talk.
like
speak her
certain
name.
like artists and stuff too. No, or am I
Bless you.
mistaking that from it? Like,
No, I'm sure there's some. Like it's kind of got. Well, this takes place in '68, and the first game took place a few years prior. But Rapture was built in like the '50s, so it's definitely got this 50s vibe, and I'm sure there's some kind of Eve dispenser. Yeah,
These kind of games are really cool. I like the like 50s,
the 50s
slash
aesthetic
like
slash futuristic.
futuristic,
Right? Yeah, kind of like
Fallout.
Fallout.
Because that's one
Or-
of my favorite. What kind of genre would you call Fallout?
Well, that's like an RPG.
It's like, yeah. I mean, it's not your typical RPG.
No, definitely. It's kind of ambiguous. That's what's kind of cool about it. But
Yeah.
I would just say an RPG. It's not really a first-person shooter. And this game is barely just a straight first-person shooter. But
Oh, so you do get plasma.
yeah, I knew you did get them, but
So, wait, what happened to your drill?
you saw you did. Well,
I thought the drill was attached to your arm. Or can
I think
take
you
that off?
maybe it's like a little shield thing, where you put it on your arm.
Oh yeah.
For such a long time.
Oh, so we're trying to find Eleanor, who's
missed you. Find her
our
and
little
you'll
sister
be
that got
all
taken away
right.
from us.
I see they carry around these Big Daddy
Oh.
dolls.
Okay then. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I like this game a lot. I forget. I haven't played this game in a long time. I haven't played the first one even longer, but
Oh man, who is that? Why is he laughing so insanely?
because he's splicing us.
What is wrong with splicers?
Like I said,
Why
they're like
they like that.
they're addicted to the Eve, the stuff that
What
that
is it,
gives you
Eve?
the plasmids. The
Is
plasmids.
Eve that woman you just killed?
No,
So they're like addicted to.
no, but Adam is the name of the Adam and Eve. So Adam is the name
Yeah.
of.
So it's kind of like a reference there.
Yeah, I think Adam's the
Like-
name of the actual plasmids themselves, or some other kind of substance.
So it's a little like, is that like a little joke? Where it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Okay, so yes. Okay, Tenenbaum is the one that's like looking for, or like trying to help
My name, it
the
is
little sisters, I
Tannenbaum.
think.
I know who
Huh.
you are.
Well, that's
I
pretty
am
neat.
in much need of your help.
Was that door open?
That they have like little references
Find
in
me
there, so.
in the Atlantic Express train station.
Okay, so new goal, find Tenenbaum. I think this is that way. But, let's see. I guess we chose to play 2 because it was readily available. I actually own it. 1 I remember borrowing, but...
I mean, it's fine with if we just like start in the middle of the series, like.
Yeah, and beyond kind of the... I was saying before the show, other than the game kind of assuming that you know about certain aspects of it, like plasmids and Rapture and Big Daddies and Little Sisters,
Yeah.
there's not really much connection to the first game in terms of straight plot, as far as I remember.
So I won't really be ruining it.
No, you're not. Yeah, it's not like it's definitely not like a continuous story. If there's anything, it's just like references and stuff. But that's kind of why people liked BioShock 2, but it was made by someone else, and it returned to Rapture when a lot of people thought that it was fine where it was with the first game. Like, it wrapped it up perfectly, and it should have just been left alone. But I like BioShock 2 a lot, and that's why we're playing it. And
Yeah,
there's a guy right there. I'm going to shock him, and then we're going to end the episode. Are you ready?
Yes.
They're dead. It was a little...
That was a little, sorry.
That was anticlimactic.
He just got BioShocked.